So the first demo that we have is going to be the atKrypto team.
So I will share my screen, shall I? So, hi everybody, my name is Andrew Silvey. I'm a co-founder of atKrypto and here to talk about invisible distributed ledger technology. So, what are we doing at atKrypto? I'm missing, can I get rid of that? Anyone know how I can move that? Do
We
you?
cannot see it, Andy. It's okay.
Okay, good. So atKrypto, what we're doing, we have built a distributed ledger technology platform on top of the atPlatform and the atProtocol. And we are, by trade, we are enterprise IT architects, mainly from the SAP background. And due to frustration at not finding, due to our curiosity and interest in distributed ledger technology for use cases in the enterprise, we were very disappointed with what we consider to be not enterprise-ready blockchain products in the market. And our frustration went so far that we started writing down how we foresaw what we would like a distributed ledger technology product to be like if we were to be the customer and to buy it. And we started writing that down. And in the end, we sat together, a few of us, and we had Mikhail, and Mikhail started writing the code. And basically, he wrote atKrypto. And he wrote it from a clean sheet of paper. And what is atKrypto doing? What's it bringing? Blockchain has four, I'm not going to go too deep into everything, but blockchain has four main characteristics, which are it's immutable. It's an immutable database. So you put data in there, you cannot modify the data once you put it in. And that's not useful for every scenario or use case, but there are use cases where that's really helpful. So it's immutable. Secondly, there's a hash mechanism where every row has a unique hash and also has the hash of the previous row. And so the rows in the table, in the ledger, they're woven together by these hashes. And it's like your t-shirt or a carpet or something like that, that every row is woven together. And if you went to a carpet and attacked the carpet and tried to add another thread into the carpet, it would stand out a mile because it wouldn't fit in with all the other rows or the other threads in there. And it's the same with the distributed ledger database, that if you try to add a row, you've got to rehash the whole table, the whole ledger. And then there's the consensus mechanism where each of the servers on the distributed ledger, when one wants to add data to the ledger, the other ones have to give their permission for the server to add data to the ledger. So that's another characteristic. And then finally, it's a distributed database. And so coming from the enterprise background, you have built-in high availability and built-in disaster recovery, that if you lose one of your nodes, your other servers are still running, and the server that went down, you can bring it back up. And so the combination of these four characteristics make it into a very, what we say in the enterprise, a very resilient database. It's very, very difficult to attack it, to bring it down, to destroy it, to get rid of it, and of course, to modify the data. And so if you have a database that's really, really difficult to modify the data or bring it down, then, like I said, there are use cases which this can be very useful for. For example, we all know about AI, that in AI, for us to trust the outcomes of the AI, we need to be able to trust what went into the AI. So we need to be able to trust that nobody's modified our large language model or our data or our document grounding. And that's where the distributed ledger can help by storing a hash of that data or storing that data and giving you the peace of mind that if the source of the data is being checked or qualified by what's in the distributed ledger, then you've got peace of mind that is tamper-resistant and you can trust the outcomes from your AI. Alternatively, because it's a database which is distributed across different servers, it's got a really nice use case, which is using it as a shared common source of truth for data. And so where you have business processes and business partners, where your company works with another company, and you have to send that other company your master data for them to work with that data and do something, there's always a risk that when that data leaves your servers and goes towards your partner, that during the journey, it might have been tampered with. And the outcomes won't be what you were looking for. And so you could have a blockchain, a distributed ledger, servers running in your data center, servers running in your partner's data center, and sharing the database between the two of you, and knowing that when you write data to that database, which your partner is going to read from, that nobody can have modified that data. So you know that you'll be able to trust the outcomes which your partner is coming with. And finally, where you have business processes where you really need to keep evidence that what happened really did happen, then it's another suitable use case is as a proof of trust and keeping important data that needs to be proven that events and activities happened. So those are the interesting use cases for enterprise distributed ledger technology. And the next slide was showing the unique innovations that we've come with during our journey. And so from the beginning, we set out to make blockchain easy for the enterprise. We wanted to make it super easy. We wanted to make it like downloading Apache web server or downloading a SQL server or something like that. You just download it. You don't need to be an expert of distributed ledger technology. You don't need to be a database administrator. You just download it, do a couple of commands to create a table, connect your two servers together, and then you can write to it and read from it. So we made it easy. We achieved that goal. Secondly, we wanted to make a blockchain software that could run anywhere. And we had an ambition to take the blockchain, the distributed ledger, as close to the source of the data as possible. Because one of the biggest risks that businesses have and companies have in business processes, especially where we have operational technology like oil rigs and that kind of thing, and then the information technology, and you need to get the data from the OT to the IT, is when you send that data from the oil rig and it goes across the wild west of the internet, it can get modified, it can get changed, it can get damaged. But if you could write the data as close as possible to the source of where the data is coming from, as close as possible to the blockchain at the source, then you've got more chance that you can trust and rely on the data that's getting through to the data center. So we made the blockchain run anywhere. We've got two versions. One is the data center version, which runs on Kubernetes. The other is a lighter version, which can run on anything down to something like a small mobile phone or a small device. And finally, because we wrote the blockchain ourselves from a clean sheet of paper, and we didn't take any code from anybody else, we didn't copy anything, inherit anything, borrow anything, we were able to create, out of the box, a brand new platform where you can do any kind of blockchain. So with our software, there are no restrictions with how you use it. You can set up servers and make a blockchain which is private only for you to use. You could set up our servers and make a blockchain where you publish the access to the blockchain so people can publicly write to the blockchain and read from it. You can use it as a syndicate blockchain where you share the blockchain with your partners. Or you could even run our software and sell or provide blockchain as a service to other people. So you would run our software, you create blockchains, and then other people can use them in their business processes or whatever they're doing. And finally, because of all of this, we are a platform. And so we have a developer SDK, we've got API access, you can do tokenization and all the other Web3 things. So moving forward, who are we working with? We are working on an innovation POC with Lisa Telecom in Norway. We are a partner of SAP, we're on their partnership ladder, and we have deep native integration to SAP products, and especially the S4HANA. And atKrypto can run on SAP's business technology platform on their Kubernetes capabilities. We are working with Solis, the event software company. Obviously, we're working with Atsign. We've been recognized by TM Forum as a Next 20 startup, bringing blockchain to communication service providers. And we're currently working with Vodafone in Portugal on their 5G Open Innovation Program and their partners Ericsson, Capgemini, and others. And so with Vodafone, what we're doing at the moment is down in Portugal, we posted 2 Raspberry Pis down to Portugal, which have got atKrypto installed and NoPorts installed. And we're demonstrating this scenario to them and their partners where Jan, he set it up, he's going to tell you more about it. Jan connected a temperature sensor to the Raspberry Pi, and the temperature sensor is directly writing data to the atKrypto, to the atKrypto server, which is running here. And then that atKrypto server is running over Vodafone's 5G network in the internet to the other Raspberry Pi, which is running atKrypto, and synchronizing the data and communicating the data and sharing the data with the other side. All of this is sat behind NoPorts and on the app protocol. And so, as everybody in this call knows, we have no open ports, we have zero attack surface. And so we have these multiple layers of data protection, not only the tamper resistance that the blockchain characteristics bring, but also, of course, then protected again by NoPorts in front of it. So we're showing that to Vodafone. And finally, just to sum up where we are and what we're doing, we all have day jobs. We all work in enterprise IT. We're doing this next to our day jobs. Basically, our plan is to do this until either somebody beats us to it or we get funding and get there first. We have a product which is ready to ship. atKrypto is on the Docker website. You can download it. You can use it straight away. Our go-to-market is to work with early adopters and innovation leaders. we are seeking to do a seed round where the proceeds would be used to grow the team and to close deals. And for scaling, we're looking for resellers, so systems integrators, Accenture, and all the different integrators. We would like them to resell our software. And finally, at the same time, we would like to get the long tail. So we would like to have the smallest customers as well, all the way through. They download it, self-service, they work with it. And self-service is very important here. From the very beginning, like we said, we wanted to make blockchain easy. We wanted to make it self-service. We wanted to make it that there's as little as possible required from human people in our team for customers to take the software, use the software, and benefit from it. And so everybody, that's the introduction to atKrypto. That's what we're doing. Our ambition from the very beginning, when we first talked to Atsign about this, was we would like to be we would like to do for the blockchain what Larry Ellison and Oracle did for the database, but we would like to do it the way Steve Jobs would have done it, and that is to make it easy. So that's where we are. That's what we're doing. And I will hand over to Jan, who's going to tell you more about the demo that we're doing with Vodafone in Portugal, and show you how he set it up, how he prepared it, and he's also going to show you the Raspberries running in Portugal, and explain more about how the colleagues in Portugal, they can physically see them, but electronically they can't touch them. And we control all of that from Prague, where we're doing our work. So Jan, over to you, and
Yeah.
I'll stop sharing.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, so my name is Jan Tuma. I'm part of the atKrypto team. Let me show you. I do like physical demonstrations. So I have a copy of what we've sent to Portugal. So we have two Raspberry Pis that I don't know how well you will be able to see it. One has a display that outputs the information of the blockchain, and one has a temperature sensor. So you can imagine this is sitting somewhere in a truck, monitoring temperature of goods or whatever the case would be. It's synchronized over the internet, over the 5G network to data center, where we then securely store the data in the blockchain, and it can be consumed further to other applications. So let me share my screen quickly. Here we go. So what I have here is the definition of the NoPorts. The way we are using it, we have two ports defined. I have 4 nodes here, 2 in our atKrypto labs. 2 are connected to Portugal. The node 1 and 2 are currently sitting in the innovation labs in Portugal at Vodafone. So that's what we're going to be connecting to. I have the SSH, so remote control, and I have the blockchain where we can then connect to it, and we can see there's a demo application that I can show you as well. So let me open up the connections.
Just while Jan is opening the connection, I've got to say the really beautiful thing about this, and this is what I love about what Atsign is doing, the app protocol and NoPorts, is Jan is sat near Prague, and he is physically right now in front of your eyes, controlling devices which are in Portugal in Vodafone's building over the internet, and Vodafone cannot see these devices.
Yes.
And that's
so
amazing.
we are connected. As Andy said, it was one of the scariest things in my IT career when the Raspberry Pis were sitting in Portugal and I had to deny all connections, all incoming connections. So, but it worked beautifully, and we are able to connect. So if I load it up,
just on that was amazing, wasn't it? Because we posted the devices to Portugal, they started them up, and then one by one, Jan is closing all the ports.
It was a little bit stressful, but as I said, it was worked perfectly. I'm absolutely in love with the NoPorts. It's a fantastic product. So if I open the remote connection, I have the second one here. Let me just log in. There we go. So we have the remote connections. I can show you what's happening on our Docker. So this is the live atKrypto running on node 1, and let me just find the. Where do I have it? Okay, let me stop this. So this is node 1. This is gonna be then node 2. So they are running. I have a little program that takes the temperature of the sensor that is directly connected to the Raspberry Pi, It reads the temperature and through our APIs writes the blocks into the blockchain. This is a little bit messy. What I want to show you here is the consensus, if we can find it. So we have a consensus 2 out of 2. There would be somewhere in the logs here as well that it's sending the request for the consensus, then it talks to the other node, they handshake, agree that the block can be written, and they write it. So let me make it a little bit less messy. I have a nice so if I open this, this is a cut down version of the logs, and here you can see how they are writing, how they are communicating and writing the logs. We are at 64,825 blocks written into the blockchain, so it's been running for a while now. We have information about the blocks that are being written. So this is the data portion. You can see that the temperature in Portugal in the labs is now 39.3 degrees. What is important here, like Andy said, each block has its own hash, and it's relying on the previous hash of the previous block. And we can see it here, where we have the previous hash can be seen here, and it needs to be related or needs to be exactly the same like the hash on the row here. So it ends 852, and we have it 852. So this is the weaving of the information across each block, and the whole blockchain being a continuous line of continuous hashes created on of each other. So yeah, this is our demo. What I can show you, one more thing that I wanted to show you is this is the demo app. So this is live from Portugal. This is just for demonstration purposes. So this is a website with API calls to the blockchain. So we can these are the actions that we can do. We can create a blockchain. We can invite other members into the blockchain. We can accept the blockchain invitations, then create the blocks with specific blockchain ID and blockchain data. And the last thing is the read, so we can read the last blocks that are written. Yeah. So this is where we are. It's very exciting.
That's what we're doing. Nobody else. We can still say it today. There is nobody else in the world who has. If we go back to, I'll just do the sharing again, because this is really nice. There's nobody else in the world who has. Let me get that. Who has done this? There is no blockchain. There's no distributed ledger software in the world, on the planet, which can run in the data center and close to the edge. So what we're doing is unique, and it's really interesting. And so if anybody knows anybody who would like to try use cases, is interested in doing something like this, you can see the stage we're at. You can see what we're doing, and we would simply love to talk to people about use cases and set them up with the software, get them working with the software. It's super easy to set up, that, as I keep saying. And so if you know someone who's interested, got those kind of problems, let us know, and we will be happy to support them with innovation POCs and show them what we're doing.
What has been Vodafone's reaction?
What's there to tell the truth? They're working with us at the moment to stop talking about technology and talk about in a business way, to go more around their partners. That's where we are with them, and they're kind of we're in a kind of coaching. So they believe it now. We've proven it to them, and they believe it all. And now we're in the stage of the program where we want to go deeper in with their partners. And to do that, they want us to stop talking technology, and we're working with them on one-sliders, which will explain what we're doing, but in a way that our grandparents would understand. And so that's where we are. And then, so we're iterating with them, with their business people to make these slides, and then we will go for closer conversations with the partners. But they've got no question. They're not questioning it. They're convinced on it.
Andy, how would you solve these sort of problems without atKrypto?
wouldn't be so secure.
Well, no, that's the interesting thing, because where shall we start? Because we've got the built-in high availability and disaster recovery out of the box. So if you wanted that, you've got to buy VeriSign clustering software. You've got to buy monitoring software layers.
Massively expensive,
you've got to
right?
build a
This
stack
is
of
like
software.
massively expensive.
Yeah, that what we all do at the moment with in large enterprise IT, where we have 2 SAP systems, 2 databases, we've got clustering software running between them. We're then monitoring the clustering and monitoring and monitoring and monitoring.
Sounds like CFOs would be your friend. That's why I wanted to sort of highlight is like, this is like massively less expensive and yet massively more secure.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why we're doing it. That's why we love it.
Does Vodafone see the value of easy, secure, fast?
I think they do. I think they do.
Okay.
Very cool, Andy. Jan,
This is
very well
awesome.
done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can say something nice, that one of the most beautiful things is we're unfunded and unstoppable, because we cannot run out of money because we don't have any. It's easy.
Yes.
And we have a product, and
Your runway's unlimited.
That's right, exactly. It's beautiful. It's
You just
really-
wait for the market to come to you.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's it. We're simply, because our product solves challenges that we face every day in our day jobs. We're simply going to keep going until either, like I say, somebody beats us to it, or we get there. Because
Yeah.
there's no reason to stop. Because the product is there, it works. It's all, so that's where we are.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the market will definitely come to you. You are so far ahead of what everybody else is doing right now.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool.
what I love about it is it wasn't like we're career technologists who thought of this and programmed it. We come from the customer side of big companies where we're paid to solve these problems and these headaches and these pains. And so we designed the product that we would love to buy if it was on the market. And that's how we did it. That's what we had.
Always a good bet.
Yeah.
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 It's wonderful to see your dream come true, Andy. It really is.
Yeah,
Really,
well,
really.
it's a compliment that Mikhail liked it as well and programmed it, because that's amazing. It's amazing. So, and thanks to all of you, because I've been around with you since early 2020, and I really understood what you're doing from the very beginning. And the app protocol, it gives you the identity, which is a problem for distributed ledgers. You need an identity. What identity should you use? The phone number, email address, IP address? What do you use? So you give the identity, you give the secure communication channel, you give the trust, as we all know, that they all have their own keys. They trust each other. Blockchain is centered around identity, trust, communication. And as I always said from the beginning, you've taken the heavy lifting out of what we needed to do. And that's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then the NoPorts is just amazing, isn't it? That's...
Yes. Having it invisible on the edge is just a dream.
I think all of these technologies are sort of unbelievable until you see them working. And probably your challenge is the same as ours. Is like, that's impossible. Even some of our investors have said, like, they've spoken to somebody and said, but that's impossible. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, well, let me show you.
You know what? Colin, we've always been right behind you, but it was only when Jan started switching off the ports that we started to get a bit worried. But then when it worked, we're like, it really, really, really does.
Believe me, I'm equally terrified even now, Jan, when I switch it off.
Yes.
I think we've all been there.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know what? The NoPorts, because this is our day job, and we're fighting with security every day, and the cyber security is just a never-ending problem. But the NoPorts, as I know you write it, and I'm going to repeat what you say, but it just turns the whole concept upside down, doesn't it? That you've got a door that doesn't open inwards.
Yep.
The front door of your house doesn't open inwards. It only opens outwards, and when it's opening outwards, nothing can come in.
Yep.
And that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sneaky.
You know, because that's the amazing thing. It's like all the people that have made their career being the experts of the firewall, what are they going to do?
Write software like you, I hope.
It's very simple. They will learn NoPorts.
Exactly. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so uncommon. It's just amazing. Just close the door. That's it. You've done it. That's your security.
We're done. Move along.
Yeah. Yeah.